I can't
Hello?
hear
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
yes.
welcome everyone.
Audio options.
We're waiting for a few more counselors and we should get going.
I have Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, finally. Okay, thank you.
I think there may be a little bit of issue with the WebEx today. I had trouble trying to get through, and the other counselors are telling me they're having maybe some difficulties coming through. So give them a few more minutes.
Councilor Majok, was there an email with items for the meeting?
Yes, I received a couple from Janet, and then I got one from actually all of them, and then from Jessica as well. So I have about 3 items from the police department, and then one from Chief Mott department. So, and all of them came through Janet.
Yeah, we'll get this process down at some point.
Yeah.
You know, I said to somebody earlier in the week, you know, in my defense, I've only been doing this job for 17 years. So you don't know what everybody expects.
Yeah.
Did you want to start with the police ones first? Because Chief Cecil's here too, and he has one of those too.
Yes, I see Councilor Allen just joined us. Let's keep a little bit, few more minutes to Councilor Driscoll. He's struggling trying to get through.
Sure.
He's coming. Yeah. Jim? Oh, he's here. I don't know, for some reason, it keep telling us the meeting hasn't started. So I think Councilor Driscoll,
I had the same trouble.
Yeah, apologies, everyone. I was having trouble logging on there. I don't know what happened, but we're all here now.
yeah, you were not alone, Councilor.
Like Michael Jackson, you are not alone.
I opened the meeting up just right at the last minute by mistake. I had to sign back in.
Okay.
Good stuff, Jim. Thank you.
Okay, so since the PD has only one item, Janet, should we start with them first?
Do we just have one item?
I mean the fire, yes.
Oh, fire, okay,
One
right.
item. Yeah.
So, yeah, the fire, could you remind me which one the fire is, Chief?
That's for the
Yeah.
AFG grant to get the thermal imaging cameras. And Janet, I have Deputy Chief John Kane on, and he could
I
speak
will
about-
step back and he can take care of that.
Okay, Councilor Majuk and everybody on the call. Deputy Chief John Kane worked with Janet Burke to write this grant, so I'll let him speak about all the details of the grant.
Thank you, sir. John Kane, Deputy Chief of Fire. So we are seeking to apply for a grant through the FEMA AFG program to purchase up to 9 thermal imaging cameras. This will be, all of these will be deployed on our engine companies. We have 9 engines in the city fire department, only 4 of which currently have working thermal imagers. Over the years, just due to a lack of funds to repair or replace ones that kind of gradually dropped out of service, we're left with more than half of our engines without thermal imagers, which provide, they allow firefighters to see through smoke and zero visibility, look for victims, identify areas of hidden fire, stuff like that. While our truck, ladder, and rescue companies all have thermal imagers, our engines currently do not. So we're looking to purchase these off this grant if it's awarded, and it is a 10% local match through this program. So the out-of-pocket expense would be in the neighborhood of $9,000.
So Chief Mon and John, how many did you say the department has total?
The total number I don't have in front of me, but all 5 of our truck companies, our rescue company, and our squad company are issued thermal imagers, as well as our district chiefs. Our engine companies, our original intention was always to have every company that responds to any type of fire or similar incident to have thermal imagers. The engines, again, over the years, as their cameras have broken, batteries have died off, and we haven't been able to purchase replacements. We've kind of fallen off a replacement schedule there. So that is the one area of our fire department where we're really lacking. So again, only 4 out of the 9 currently have working thermal imaging cameras.
So how important are these cameras, Chief?
They're really important. So as soon as we get to a fire with heavy smoke pouring out of the building, our firefighters are trained to search the building systematically, every fire, to make sure there's no victims in the building. These tools help us, like Deputy Chief John Kane said, it can look through the smoke to see if there's any victims, so we can head right towards the victim instead of doing a systematic search. And it helps us find hidden fire. So if there's a fire on the first floor of a 2 or 3 story building, the firefighters go in, extinguish the fire, and there's always extension. So sometimes it's not evident where the extension is. These thermal imaging cameras tell us how hot the walls are, how hot the room is, besides looking for victims. And it's one of the best tools we could buy. These brand new cost $9,000 a piece or $10,000 a piece. Right, Chief Kane, they cost about $9,000 a piece. So getting 9 of these cameras, we're going to actually pay for one of them and get 8 free with this grant, if you look at it with the money.
And I kind of got the gist of it when John said it. But so trying to get at is why would they expire or not work properly and not get replaced until this time?
Because of the lack of funds in our budget to replace them. That's simply the answer. I mean, we need more money to buy these and keep these on a schedule to replace them, and we just simply haven't had the money to keep up with the need to replace them. And as they break, especially this past year with our contingency plan, we don't have any money to replace them. There were some that were scheduled to, we needed to buy them brand new, and we've just been replacing parts on them, and they're to the point where we need to purchase some new ones, and hopefully next budget we'll have money to buy them. Another good example of how we use them, sometimes there's fires in attics, and the engine company, these particular companies that we're asking to have outfitted with these cameras, they all should have them. They get to the top of an attic, and I don't know how many of you have attics where you live at, but some of these are very large areas, and it's hard to figure out where the fire is with all the smoke, and they can go up to the top of the stairs of the attic. The officers can scan the attic and figure out where it's hot, the most heat is at, and they can advance the line over there, and it'll help us extinguish the fire faster instead of the fire spreading. So, we talked about this, counselor, a little bit, but I think it'd be worth coming over to our training division and taking a look at some of the things we're doing over there, so you can kind of get a good grasp of all the things that we need and that we're lacking. And but this is definitely one of the best tools that we could spend money on, but we just haven't had the funds to replace some of the broken ones we have, and this grant will allow us to do that.
I mean, and that's precisely why I'm asking this question, Chief, because the magnitude and the way you have described the importance of these cameras, it seemed to me that they would take a priority over other things, and the fact that they have been broken and they have not been replaced, considering that one camera costs $10,000. For me, I'm trying to get it. Councilor Driscoll, Councilor Allen, do you have anything?
No, it makes sense to me.
Okay.
I'm all set, Counselor.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Chief Mark.
All right, thank you very much.
All right. So we're good for this. We will move it on to the next to the agenda item. So let's move on to the police item, Janet. I see Chief Cecil here.
Yep, we have two grants that we applied for the Department of Homeland Security of New York State. One is for the tactical team, which is for the purchasing tactical team equipment, protective security, detailed training, and a bipod, tripod equipment packs for the SWAT team. That's a tactical team grant. That's all it can be used for, are the tactical teams.
Okay, and no local required.
No local match.
Okay.
And then we also have the critical infrastructure grant, also with New York State Department of Homeland Security. And that is a joint police and fire grant. They're using, the police portion is being used to purchase and install fencing around the back parking lot of the PSB known as the Courtyard. And the fire department is, John, remind me what the fire department's doing?
Yes, ma'am. We're using those to purchase radios
Right.
that allow us to communicate directly with the police over encrypted channels if we have to during an active shooter event or something similar.
Okay. So these are the two, that the $75,000, Janet, and the $50,000.
Correct.
Okay. All right, councilors, any questions?
Nope. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Okay. The last one, Janet.
The last one, actually, I think I'm going to ask Joe Cecil to speak on that one. I'm a little confused. Okay, Joe, do you have a third one?
I do have a third one, yes. And I gotta be honest, it's much easier when Janet's on here. I wanted to go down here and take all these for us. It was great. So the third one is a JAG grant that's been sitting around since 2018. It's coming up on expiring. It's for $53,000. Again, a JAG grant. It has no local match for $53,000, and we're going to use it to buy more equipment for the public order unit. It's equipment we hope we never have to use, but we have to be prepared if we do. We went, and keep in mind, this is a waiver as well, an RFP. The equipment we're trying to purchase here comes from a company that we tested and matched against several other companies. What we were looking for is equipment that is low profile, that can fit under uniforms that officers currently wear so that they don't look necessarily like public order units. They look like regular officers, but this equipment is under there to protect them. And that's why we went with this particular company. It also is cheaper. It is $175 per person cheaper than any of the other companies they looked at. And so for those various reasons, again, low profile type look and cheap, and it's cheaper, more cost effective. They went with this one particular company, and that's why it's a waiver item as well as a JAG grant.
Did you say the difference between this company and other companies $175? Or what? Repeat that again for me.
Oh, sure. So per officer, the equipment per officer for the closest company was $1,475. The per officer cost of this company we're asking to go with was $1,300. So it's $175 per person. Again, it's not every officer in the department. It's just the officers that are in the public order unit. But it's $175 cheaper per officer in that unit than the other companies were. And also, I should also mention too that this particular equipment meshes with the equipment that we've already bought very well, meaning it'll attach to the other equipment. As I mentioned, it's low profile like some of the other equipment, and it meshes with it, meaning so the other equipment doesn't become obsolete. It works very well with the other equipment that we currently purchase for that public order unit.
Now, let me ask a question before other councilors come. Are they ban the box eligible, or are they participating?
Don't know. I was just trying to get the approval like we have in the past, and then we'll go to them with the letter. So far, no one has said no to that, but we have a form letter now. As soon as we get approval to move forward, we send out to the companies, and like I said, no one has said no to that.
Okay. Councilor Allen, Councilor Driscoll.
Sounds good. Good to save the money.
Yeah. We're good to move it. Councilor Allen, you good?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, so let's move all of this forward. Anything else, Chief and Janet?
I'm all set.
All right, that will do it for us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks, Councilman Majuk. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.